Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to University of Lynchburg and Turner Gymnasium for this afternoon's men's basketball intra-squad game. Today is a special one for Lynchburg men's basketball as we honor the class of 2021. This group has been instrumental in Lynchburg's success over the last 4 years. They sport a 4-year record of 56 and 34, including an Old Dominion athletic record of 30 and 23. 4 consecutive ODAC tournament appearances, including Lynchburg's return to the ODAC championship game for the first time since 2016. Now, let's meet the Lynchburg men's basketball class of 2021. Student assistant, Carter Sadin, escorted by his parents, Pete and Kara. Carter is a sport management major from Raleigh, North Carolina. This is Carter's second senior day, as he was also a member of the ODAC champion men's soccer team. Upon graduation, Carter looks to put his sports management degree to good use as he pursues a job within Major League Soccer. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter Sadin. Next, we have student assistant Holden Cash. Holden is escorted by his mother, Robin, and grandmother, May. Holden is a sport management major from Intrasquad, Virginia. He is a resident assistant here at Lynchburg and is a member of the Sigma Nu fraternity, an orientation leader, and a member of the Engaging Men subcommittee. Holden will be attending graduate school at University of Lynchburg, where he plans to study nonprofit leadership here in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, Holden Cash. Next up, number 1, Joey Hamer. Joey is escorted by his parents, Jennifer and Pete, and he is a psychology major from Fairfax, Virginia. He was a crucial part of the Hornets bench over the last 4 seasons, providing positive energy on and off the court. Joey played in 27 games over his career, totaling 20 points and going 8 for 10 from the free throw line. Joey is a representative on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee and is a member of the Omicron Delta Kappa Honor Society. During the 2018-19 season, Joey garnered ODAC All-Academic Team honors, and in 2020, he was named to the National Association of Basketball Coaches Honors Court. In 2020, Joey was also named the Lynchburg Male Academic Athlete of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Joey Hamer. And last, but certainly not least, number 4, Luke Romeo, escorted by his parents, Jeff and Lisa, and brother Sean. Luke is a communications major from Cary, North Carolina. He was a major contributor off the bench for the Hornets as the 6'1" sharpshooter hit 69 career three-point field goals and finished with a career three-point percentage of 37.1. He played in 54 career games and totaled 265 career points in 705 minutes of action. In 2020, Luke was also named to the NABC Honors Court for sustaining a 3.2 cumulative GPA throughout the season. Luke is currently an intern with LHSN as a camera operator and director for Lynchburg Home Sporting Events. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4, Luke Romeo. What's that? Let's give one more round of applause for the men's basketball class of 2021.
All right, everyone, let's get ready for some basketball. Basketball in April, that's not something we're used to on LHSN, but we're happy to provide this service for the seniors you just saw, and of course, the rest of the team as they see what they've got a couple weeks after the season has been completed. I'm Joe Hutzler. I'll be joined by Coach Hillary Scott in just a few moments. He is not coaching today. He is looking on as his pupils and his coaches, colleagues are doing the coaching. Dylan Hall to his right, see Coach Scott there in the black suit to the left. Dylan Hall in the blue suit, he'll be coaching the white squad. T.C. Thacker and Theron Suggs will be coaching the black squad. Those are the uniform options for today, so it's white versus black. And there'll be 4 10-minute quarters. They will not separate this into 2 20-minute halves. Coach Scott just told me that before we started. 4 10-minute quarters and lots of timeouts being used today because, as he put it, it might be a little rough here and there with some of the guys not playing at all since the season has been completed. Some guys 1 or 2 games. There are some of the family members that are here today to celebrate their young men. We know that we will have the 4 that you saw playing. We will not have T.C. Thacker or Theron Suggs playing, but I'm not sure. Actually, Holden Cash is not playing either. But Carter Saden is, so getting to live his dream of not just supporting the team in a student assistant role, but also getting a chance to play today with the likes of Luke Romeo, Dow Dunton, Joey Hamer, as well as Alex Fitch. Those are your starters for the black team. On the white side, it's Israel Lakami. Looks like Miles Taylor, Justin Elkin, and maybe, Heath Gullidge. And also Landon Sutton looks like to be the starting 5. They're being announced, but nobody's really stepping out like, yeah, it's us, it's me. So interesting environment, of course, playing on a random Sunday in late April, but due to COVID-19 protocols, the seniors were not able to have their traditional senior day celebration. Hence, we are here today on a busy day on campus. It's senior day for men's tennis against Randolph-Macon College. We also have baseball playing a doubleheader against Guilford on Fox Field at 12 and 3 o'clock. That's here on LHSN. And then tonight at 7, number 5 Lynchburg men's lacrosse plays number 18 Colorado College on the Lacrosse Sports Network. All of those links can be found at lynchburgsports.com. You'll notice Thacker and Suggs with some extra equipment. That's why they're not playing. Recovering from some injuries. As Coach Scott takes a seat. Wait for him to get settled in. And a different side of looking at things today for Coach Scott, I'm sure. Welcome, sir.
Joe, how you doing? This is it's a little different over here, my man.
It is. It's different anyway compared to the past couple years being sitting up top.
Right.
Just being down on the floor is different. So, and now you're on this side of it, seeing things from as close as we can get without getting too wet. Speaking of wet, Israel Lakami, first shot is good for 3.
Oh man, this is going to be interesting, Joe. It really is, though.
Oh.
That's all I can say is it's going to be interesting. The positive thing is we actually made a shot. So that's positive.
Well, I did tell the people you weren't, your hopes weren't super high about the endurance we might see, the stamina we might see here early.
Look, I'm going to preface this. We have been doing some things since the season's over with. So guys have been working at it hard, lifting 3 times a week, and we've new NCAA rules this year. We were allowed 114 days. So we had 10 days remaining after the season. So we've been doing some skill development and some pickup. And Carter, I'm glad to see him score right away. But we have been in the gym and working out and getting after it. I'm really excited what the guys have been doing so far.
Miles Taylor, one of the stellar freshmen during the regular season and the postseason, getting involved in the scoring. It was nice to see Carter Saden scoring here for on the court. He almost had a pretty big score in the men's soccer ODAC tournament championship. As Luke Romeo does what he does. And
Joe, it's like riding a bike, man. You never forget.
Never forget.
Might not have been in practice or, been in the gym shooting, but it's like riding a bike. At least that's what I tell them anyway.
Heath Gullidge, as we're playing some Warriors ball here, all threes. But then Taylor in there, big rebounder, big presence underneath the basket.
Yeah, he had a great year for us this year, and excited what he's going to be able to do for us moving forward.
Well, it's good to have you over here because we didn't have a chance to recap the season. Of course, making it to the ODAC championship here in this gym wasn't the result that you wanted, but at the same time, not a place that many people thought you would be when the season was over as well. So you had to be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from what these guys went through this year, the roller coaster is what I described it as. For us to, stay true to it and, and really be strong and we use the word adapting and these guys did that all year this year. So I'm super excited. Obviously, we're not excited that we lost, but we've got some things that we know we can get better at moving forward.
I think one of the things that was so interesting for me and even others was just excited what the makeup would be as the year went along. You had guys like Miles and Landon playing from day one as freshmen and getting that early season experience. And talk about their growth if you can and what you saw from game one against Methodist until that final championship game. Even in a loss to Ferrum, they had to get in there and play, big minutes because some of your guys were out. They were forced to do some things that freshmen aren't always required to do.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we talked about early on is we went into Methodist, and Joe in my pregame speech, I told him this could be our last game of the season, and we really, okay, Joey.
Yeah, Joey.
So we really approached every day, every practice. Our mantra was win today, because that's all we had. And
okay,
finally made a dunk. he's our best missed dunker on the team.
Really?
Yes, by far.
That's a superlative you don't usually hear
by
about.
far.
Okay.
Fabulous missed dunks of all time.
I'll keep that note for next year.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
For game one.
Yeah, keep that in mind. But funny, Joe, to get back to what you were talking about, I thought we played really well at the beginning of the season. We won 3 straight, and then the dreaded COVID came in the mix.
Yeah.
And it took us a little bit to kind of get back to where we were. And I felt like we did that at the end of the season, right? If you want to do it, you want to do it in the tournament.
Right.
But that stretch where we lost a few games, we had some guys out, man, it obviously gave our young guys an opportunity to play. So we had a red shirt year and everybody played. I mean, really think about that. We had a red shirt year.
Right.
Usually you red shirt, you practice, you don't play in games. But we had a red shirt year for our young guys, and they got to play in games. That doesn't happen.
No, and certainly one of the positives that came out of a negative situation, ironically, guys wearing warm-up shirts about thinking positive and testing negative.
Yep.
New shirts that just came in this week as Carter Saden drops it in from long range. Got to give him a good highlight to clip from this video.
Oh, this is all going to be all over social media.
he had a missed chance in the soccer tournament and still put that all over social media. So he's making buckets today. That's going to definitely be on Facebook. Just make sure to @ me, Carter. Make sure to
exactly. Every social media outlet, he's going to put that on.
No question. Romeo getting involved in the 2-point scoring area.
Here's my question for you, Joe. What do you think the final score will be?
Oh,
this
man.
will be all-star game?
They're trying to make it all-star type, aren't they?
I talked to them about it at the beginning, but we'll see if they really listen to that. I said, you got to understand we're being webcasted.
That's right.
So everybody's
going
to see this.
Yeah.
So let's make it look like we know what we're doing.
So it feels like they're going with that mentality of quick shots. If it's open, shoot it. But the points aren't really racking up.
Right.
Through 5.5 minutes,
right.
15 to 12. That's kind of typical of a game.
Not bad.
I don't think it's going to be outlandish.
Too bad. Okay.
Yeah, I think it might be closer to your average score. Okay. I don't think we're going to get 2016 Roanoke up in here. For sure. Ooh, Trey Pittman.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting. Kevon James with the pressure, and so he'll get a chance to shoot. Good dish, Matt Johnson. Big rebound, and look at the catch. Yeah, Lockamy having all kinds of fun here on both ends of the floor. Gullidge from the wing. That's good. 1 foot.
Good to see Heath back out there. Went through a series of injuries this year, and one of our biggest supporters from the sideline, and good to see him back in the mix.
Another look at the three as a timeout is called with 3:49 to go in the first quarter. Remember, we're doing quarters here today. It's 18-12 Black, and of course it's a quick timeout just to make sure everybody's I guess, in their places. Saden, Hamer out there with Romeo, Dunton, and Parham for the black team. Sutton, Lockamy, Johnson, Gullidge, and James as Joey Hamer drops in another one from long range. Kavon James, and got it around Dunton. This is going to be a very old school thing to say, but I'm just shocked at how comfortable guys are with not having their shirts tucked in. I've always got mine tucked in, even if it's just a pickup game.
Yeah.
Right now, just one. It's just Luke, just Romeo, just the old guy having his shirt tucked in.
That's a good.
I don't know. Just for me, I can tell that it's untucked when I'm running. I just feels weird.
Well, I'm still trying to get mine around short shorts. That has come back.
It has.
I've fought my whole life to get long shorts, and now it's coming back.
Now
so,
we're seeing briefs more than we're seeing shorts.
Yeah, I mean, the conversations we have about short sizes and all of those things in the locker room. I'm giving all the viewers some behind-the-scenes info. So the conversations we have about short sizes, we have spent way too much time talking about those things.
Clock has stopped now. It has started. It went a whole possession without starting. I'm interested. I mean, you're giving us more information there as Romeo drops in another one. The shorts for, like, say, Dow Dunton, who definitely keeps his up. Does he roll them up, or do y'all have to special order those?
Well, he does both.
Okay.
He actually has short shorts, and he rolls them up.
Dang.
Right.
Okay.
So if you ever see Dow walking around campus, I mean, it's literally the swim trunk size. It's probably Speedo and then Dow size.
Right. That's the in-between.
Yeah.
Taylor cleaning up the shot from Sutton. Miles Taylor having a nice quarter so far as White goes up again by one. Hamer with the screen from Dunton. Looking for a cut. Back to Hamer, off the pass. Got it to go again. Joey Hamer, 3 for 3 from long range.
And these seniors, man, what an unbelievable job these guys have done for us. Joey and Luke, I mean, really have done a good job of just moving this program forward. Done everything we've asked off the court. And we just wanted to make sure we got a chance to do something for them today. We didn't get a chance to do it, formally during the season, and we just want to make sure we had a chance to, really honor those guys and everything they've done for us, the campus, our basketball culture, all of those things, man. So I hate to see them go, but But I'm a parent as well, so I know their parents are like, let's get this 4 years and let's get them out of here. And let's get to paying some of these loans off and go from there.
Well, even the players to a certain degree are like, man, I'm ready to make some money. I'm ready to get out in the real world.
Right. But you know what's funny? They all say that, and then about, a good full year, spoke to Lyndon White. Lyndon White was on the 2016 team, and Lyndon, I don't think he was out of school 6 months, and he was like, Coach, man, I miss school already. And you know what he said? I miss dining hall.
Really?
Yeah, so when they have to pay for
when you guys start,
they miss just walking across campus and eating as much as you want.
And eating good stuff, too, that dining hall.
Good stuff, right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, I don't know if he's buying shrimp and crab legs and those things like we have in our dining hall.
I have a feeling he's not, but
it's funny. They all say, I'm ready for the real world, and then when they get in it, it's a struggle.
It's like, nah, I was kidding. I was just kidding. Yep. Miles Taylor having a stellar first quarter. No stats to go off of. We know it's really good, though, for him as he helps the white team get out to a 4-point advantage. A chance to maybe make it a 1-point game as Hamer takes his time.
We got a little isolation going on here. We've been talking about this for a while.
Hamer Lockamy.
Okay.
5 seconds. Hamer's got the space. Won't curl in. Dunton put it up. Not in time. 4-point contest. Team Black trailing Team White after 10 minutes. We'll step aside, be back with the next 10 of the first half next on LHSN.
John Eccles joined the Lynchburg College community in 1986 as Director of Housing. As his famous beard grew, so too did his stature with the students he served on a daily basis. He seemed to be everywhere and rapidly became an integral part of campus life. He was asked to serve temporarily as Dean of Students in 1993 and soon earned the position on a permanent basis. In 2007, he became Vice President for Student Development, a position he held until his retirement in 2016. Simply put, John Eccles set the standard for student affairs professionals. He led the growth of Hornet Pride throughout the last 2 decades of his service through his direct and constant interaction with students, through his colorful sense of humor, through his visibility on campus, through the Red Chairs, the Red Chair blogs, and all the colorful emails to students. He created the annual Leadership Awards series.
Second quarter underway. This is the very first time I've done a basketball game with quarters. So
Yeah.
men's basketball.
Right,
Men's basketball.
right.
Obviously, the women, that's what they do every game now. As Taylor continues to impress, he's taking it serious. There's always that one guy in the All-Star game that's like making sure
Of course.
this is legit, right?
Yeah.
Going to play tight D, going to strip the ball.
Yeah, we're not giving out an MVP either, so. I don't like doing that.
Romeo's doing his part for the offensive MVP for sure.
Yep.
Another deep three. He and Hamer leading the way for Team Black. Miles Taylor, the leader for Team White. Lockamy having a decent showing as well, especially from long range. As that one gets to Taylor, dishes to Gullidge, open in the corner. Got it. Can we give a shout out to the officials too? You got 3
I was just
officials
thinking
here.
that same thing. I didn't want to be the. Yes, I was thinking the same thing, Joe. We got Jason Page here, Charles Trent, Chase Vaden. Appreciate them taking their Sunday afternoon to come run up and down and man, all good guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say that even if I'm in the middle of the game and mad at them for a bad call. They're really good guys, and we see them quite a bit. They're all Lynchburg guys, so we see them in the community a lot, and just good people.
Taylor well short on the free throw. Everything else going well for him, just not that.
Yeah.
And again, pretty short. I know it's, doesn't really mean a whole lot in terms of the complexion of the game,
Sure,
as Hamer is just on
fire.
completely on fire, man.
Love it.
There's a trail of flames behind that. He's about to get really big and just dunk on everybody, NBA Jam style. That'd be fantastic.
We might have to stop the game for that one. For sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. We'll get more people to check it out if that is what happens. With Pittman pulling up, and it won't roll. Fitch flies in. At least makes it tough on Lockamy. Team Black keeps the ball.
Oh.
Trying to get the parents involved. See if they want to play.
Yeah, we're into fan interaction. Really?
Really?
Is that what he thinks?
Okay.
Okay.
Hamer's 2 years ago. I got that one.
Okay.
So that's good to know. I mean,
Yeah.
they got
We
great
can go back to
memories.
some tape and find that out.
We do have the archives. That's easy. Elkin didn't get enough elevation
Yeah.
on that one, so it's still a tight contest. We got a chance to tie here for Hamer. How about it? That's the guy you want at your table on certain nights for rollbacks. Keep him around.
He is going to be a office basketball league All-American.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean?
Noon hoops guy for
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
I mean, he is going to be a high draft pick when it comes down to it. And whatever he decides to do, he's going to be a hot commodity, especially shooting it like this.
Oh. Going to keep shooting when it's that close, even if you don't make it. Taylor, Elkin, short.
Short. He had a couple of those this year for us and building a little bit more confidence every year.
Now, is that something that you want Justin to be doing?
We do. He's capable of making those, and really it's just a matter of having that confidence to shoot it. And really all you need is a couple of them to go down for you. He's an example of how, you know, when TC was out and Dow was out, he had an opportunity to really get in there and get some experience.
Hamer, how about it? Oh. Parham, sure. Yep. There you go.
He's another one that's got a bright future for us.
He certainly does.
Yeah, coming in from Richmond and really excited about all these young guys. Good to see Heath knocking down some shots.
Can't keep up right now with the way these guys are shooting. Lighten it up here in the second quarter, tied at 36.
We shot 27% from 3 this year. Where was that? January and February, Joe?
Right.
You know, the crazy thing about that is all we did was shoot.
True.
Maybe we should just, I told you I'm going to write a book one day. It's going to be coach to the opposites. So coach and tell them what you want, but have it be the opposite. So,
okay.
You know, are we counting that?
I guess. It's on the board now.
I don't know if that was a dunk or not. But it seems to.
Oh, man. Everyone. They don't want you to make your point.
They seem to do everything. They seem to do the opposite of what we say.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so.
Coach to the opposite.
Exactly. So we say, hey, we're going to a game, don't rebound. Wow.
Romeo from the bench area.
So we go into a game and we would tell them, hey, don't rebound today. And we would probably have one of the best rebounding games we've ever had.
Right.
When I was coaching at Penn State, wanted to see a dunk there. When I was coaching at Penn State, Coach Cormany was at Northwestern. He hit that? No. His teams were really struggling from the free throw line. And Joe, he went into practice and they stopped shooting free throws. He never talked about it. They stopped shooting. All of a sudden, their free throw percentages started to go up. So, always kept that in mind.
Is that more because they felt relaxed now?
I think
mentally.
Just mentally. Just stop talking about it, you know, and just go execute it and do it. So maybe going into next year, we'll say, hey, we're not a three-point shooting team. We don't need you to make any threes. And we'll probably everyone will be making.
Hey, if that's what gets the job done, man, you're going to change the world of coaching real fast.
No question. Same with turnovers. May I go in and say, it's okay to turn the ball over.
All right, Coach. Parham again. He's got the shot. I think in the beginning of the year he just struggled to shoot it. He wasn't really confident in doing that in games. But man, if he can get that confidence, just put it up when he's got space. Big time player. Here he is again behind the back. Oh, and James gets in there for a jump ball. I don't know where it's supposed to go. There's no arrow.
Flip a coin.
Flip it. I like that. Flip a coin.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we might be getting to that, more than average area as another one drops in. This time James right in front of Theron Suggs talking smack. No worries. But 47-44 with 4 minutes to go. You might see all-star type of numbers. Oh, yes, sir.
He's been working hard on that.
Do we even have a post anymore?
No.
We're just out here.
No. New era basketball.
James from way outside Lakeside. Here's Carter Sadin with an old school flipperoo.
That's funny. We say a layup is old school, right?
It certainly feels that way. Yeah. James again trying to just force one in. Johnson the beneficiary of a long rebound. And we'll see what craziness happens on this possession. Sutton hits. We should be counting the threes, man. This is insane.
We should.
Parham off the pass. Too strong. He must be going to lift every day, Parham.
Yeah. He's one of our team jokesters, team comedians.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, comes across as a real quiet
He
guy.
does,
but,
yeah.
But I would spend some money to go listen to him do some stand-up.
Okay.
He's pretty funny.
Uh-oh, now you've set the precedent.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do something with that
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Gullidge inside and off the mark, looking for Elkin with 2:47 to go in the second quarter of this Lynchburg basketball inter-squad, celebrating the seniors who did not have their traditional senior day moment. Carter Saden, one of those student assistants, getting to play today and doing pretty good, all things considered.
He is. And Joe, I didn't tell the guys I was going to allow him to play today. So he showed up to the gym, and we had a uniform set out for him. Hope the folks that are watching at home don't get too mad at me. He's wearing 23, Wayne Prophet's number. 23 is his soccer number.
Right.
So we thought we'd bring that out for the scrimmage. And all my Coach Prophet folks, don't worry, it's going right back.
It's going
right back in the rafters.
I think it's, sometimes using that for a special moment, special occasion makes sense.
Yep.
So certainly understandable in this particular moment. As Matt Johnson looks at another one. Slim lead here for the white team. And Johnson takes care of that. Still a one possession game. A couple changes on the floor. It's Gullidge, Taylor, Sutton, Lockamy, and James for Team White. Out there with Hamer, along with Pittman, Romeo, Saden, and Fitch for the black squad. Romeo off 1 foot. Still some magic left in that hat of his.
This is cool. Get a chance for these guys to have some fun together one last time.
Oh my gosh, I just can't control my, even the official.
Oh, you've got Charles Trent looking at me
Yeah,
sideways.
yeah, like what is going
What
on?
in the world?
I don't know if Charles did any games for us this year, but he's probably thinking, wow, you guys doing this all year long?
Right. That's right.
No, we haven't. Tried to play that traditional basketball stuff. What's that anymore?
I know.
Who's doing that?
Who's coaching?
Oh, nice tip from Fitch, and Pittman will answer, giving the freshman the assist. Miles Taylor, there's no defense inside. You might as well just drive. And that keeps the white team up by one possession. Romeo got enough space to get a shot off. Doesn't take much for him to let it get out of his quick wrists. Taylor called it too. He said, knockdown, boy. He wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
6-point game. Need some Hamer help. How about Saden? He'll think about it. He'll put it up. Too strong. Big rebound for Pittman.
That's right. Another one of our freshmen had a good year for us this year, and excited about what he can bring to the table. Skill big man. I think the next step for all of us as young guys is to put on that strength as we move forward. And it's funny, you look at our team, and our strongest guys are our seniors, right? And that's kind of what it's supposed to look like as they get older and mature, bodies start to fill out. So I'm excited to see what he looks like here in a couple of years.
It's the opposite for us, isn't it?
No question. Yeah, we fill out all right, Joe. It's not in the right.
Yeah. Taylor was a little bit off there on that shot, folks. Rattled some dust off the fans in the. Actually, got to watch out for that light. It's still shaking back and forth. Halftime here with Team White leading Team Black 64-60. We'll take a 5-minute break and be back with the third quarter on LHSN.
My name is Brittany Coleman. I graduated in 2014, and I have a major in chemistry and a minor in secondary education. And I'm currently teaching chemistry and 7th grade science at a local combined school. Being able to have access to your professors pretty much anytime they're in their office is really helpful, especially in difficult science subjects. I love that I am able to teach a difficult subject to students who typically aren't going to perceive it as enjoyable. I'm able to present it in an interesting way because I was presented this information in an interesting way. It's nice for me to be able to mirror what it was that influenced me to be able to teach.
Thomas Gibson Hobbs graduated from Virginia Christian College in 1904 as a member of its first graduating class. After earning a law degree from the University of Virginia, he settled in Lynchburg and began a highly successful career as an attorney. In January of 1915, he was invited to attend a meeting of the College Board of Trustees, during which the possibility of closing the college due to financial concerns was to be considered. Mr. Hobbs spoke eloquently of the need to fight for the college's existence, and the board decided to continue operating the institution. He was asked to serve on the board at that meeting and served as the chairman of the Board of Trustees from 1918 until his tragic death in 1942. Mr. Hobbs was a guiding light as the college changed its name to Lynchburg College and moved toward becoming an accredited liberal arts institution. His relationships with the economic power structure of the city played a critical role as the young college struggled financially through the depths of the Great Depression. His belief in Josephus Hopwood's vision of the college never wavered, as reflected in his message to the student body in the late 1930s. Lynchburg College, with continued wise leadership, is just on the threshold of development into an institution which will, in still larger measure, build sound leadership in church and school and state, a leadership which will look for its reward in the consciousness of service rendered and a task well done. Upon his death in 1942, the Board of Trustees unanimously adopted a resolution of appreciation which named Mr. Hobbs as, quote, the college's greatest leader, unquote.
The biggest thing that I've taken from Westover is probably my interactions with faculty. I started working with Dr. Fryer. He's always available for help, and he makes sure that I get to do the experiments and not just be there while he does them. I didn't want to limit myself when I came here to just taking the prereqs for med school. I wanted to get a full, well-rounded education, and I definitely found that in the Westover program. It's given me the opportunity to keep playing soccer at a competitive level, but also it's given me the ability to be a student and to pursue other activities such as EMS. I 100% do Westover because it's not something they're going to regret, and it's going to be a lot of work, but so is everything else. It's just going to help build their education that they've already had and make them a better person for it.
Welcome back, folks. Almost done here with halftime, so let's show you some first half highlights of this 64-60 matchup right now. Team gray, well, it's gray on the big board in here. It's Team White on the screen. Team White leading Team Black. Lots of long-range bombs dropping on target here in the first half of play. Joey Hamer has like 5 or 6. Miles Taylor has a couple. Carter Saden, his first ever game played. Kind of a dunk there. Good enough, good enough. He just brought me some sparkling water, so I'll give him the dunk. Jordan Parr, I mean, everybody. It doesn't matter. Justin Elkins shot some threes. Heath Gullidge. Kevon James had a couple from way deep, close to the logo, that fell in for him. So just a fun time today. As you can see, even for our spectators, a chance to celebrate the seniors that did not get that traditional senior day moment during the regular season due to COVID-19 protocols. So fun times for them and a chance to see just what they got, what kind of skills they still have after the season is over, and opportunity for us to chat with Coach Scott during the game as well. So it's been a good time so far. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of extra fun with basketball in April, which is different for us, maybe not for you if you're used to the club or AAU circuit. But nevertheless, we're excited to see what the second half brings. More chatter with Coach Scott coming up and more points coming our way too. I suspect that we'll pretty much see the same thing that we just saw for 20 minutes. Again, we got 2 10-minute quarters per half, so 10 minutes on the clock. And again, Team White leads Team Black 64-60. Team White being led by former Lynchburg men's basketball player Dylan Hall. Yeah, so Dylan Hall, the coach for the White Squad, TC Thacker and Theron Suggs. Theron Suggs had a whiteboard out, Coach. I don't know if it's the type of game that needs a whiteboard, but
yeah,
maybe for the first play, you have something special.
Hope he wrote defense on that board.
That would be something that we've been missing,
yeah.
In large part,
yep.
For sure. But it's made for an entertaining game.
Is.
This is what All-Stars type of game feels like. You know,
exactly.
no real defense, just having a good time. And this is the play that was drawn up, I believe, by Coach Suggs, and it didn't work. Just that
hurts your efficiency.
Yeah, disappointing look from Coach Suggs. Oh man, the telepathy wasn't there. So turnover, Kevon James. It was a slow start in the beginning of the game for each team, so take a 5-minute break. Might take a little bit for them to get their rhythm back.
KJ is another one that I think made a big jump from his freshman year to his sophomore year, and really excited about what he was able to do this year, especially at the end of the year.
Hey, Fitch with the points, the steal, and more. 5 points in 5 seconds for Alex Fitch.
Wow, wow. Very fortunate to get him. Another one I think's got a bright future, can really shoot the ball. Landon Sutton, another freshman, played a lot for us this year.
Sure did.
And really kind of an old soul.
Izzy's having a whole lot of fun out here. Very infectious laugh does Lockamy have.
He does. We've had some of those over the years.
Uh-huh.
Lyndon White
I always
in
think of
particular.
Lyndon. That's the one that just pierces through the air.
Made it hard for us to eat team meals in restaurants, for sure.
Walk in the calf, it's all bustling with noise, and then you just hear that.
Just hear him, yep.
Oh, Lyndon's here.
Yep,
okay.
You're exactly right.
Landon Sutton for 3, no good that time. I'm partial to Landon because of his High Point background.
Yeah.
And that's where I went to college.
High Point Christian.
But pretty good basketball company with Mr. Bam.
That's right.
Adebayo, who plays for Miami Heat.
Yep.
Coming out of the same program.
Same program.
Kevon James with that sweet sound that we haven't heard since the beginning of March.
Yeah.
Feels odd.
It does.
Feels odd.
It does.
Certainly to be playing in April to begin with, but not to have extra basketball after the conference tournament. It just didn't feel the same.
You know, the tough part about this year is guys really enjoy playing in games, obviously, right?
Oh, right.
And we practiced, you know. I think our total at the end of the year, shot Joey. I think our totals at the end of the year, Joe, was around 50+ practices for only 10 games.
Oh.
You know, we typically have that amount of practices for 25 games.
Right.
Which you know, when you lose 3 games in a week and replace them with 6,
I sensed some disagreement with that call since you paused.
Yeah, just I'm surprised he actually played some defense.
Okay.
That's what I was shocked.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But, you know, 3 games in a week, 6 practices, and you do that, you know, for 3 weeks, you know, at some point during the season, it makes it tough. You know, coaches, we love practice.
Right.
You guys love games.
The guys love games.
And I get it. And so I give this group a lot of credit for all of the things we had to go through this year. And, you know, to find ourselves in the ODAC championship game at the end of the season. Man, just a credit for what they had to go through and do throughout the season. Will he try?
Oh, yes, sir!
I actually thought that was one of Izzy's real layups for a second. I thought I turned this into somewhat of a roast because they can't get me back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Joey Hamer answers with some more magic. Oh, man, so much fun as Gullidge finds his way.
See, one thing I love about this group, it's been a fun group to coach all year, is just their energy. We always have a lot of energy. One of the things we always talk about is energy, enthusiasm. Oh! That'll be on social media as well.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
Yes, it will.
Heath will hear about that for the rest of his life.
Oh, can he respond with a three? He sure can. He loves that corner.
Yeah.
Some spots just fit your style of shooting.
Yep.
And for Gullidge, the corner three is one of those positions. I know your spot was everywhere, but mine was like mid-range.
That brought back some memories, what you just said. I've told the guys this shot by Izzy. I've told guys this story before. My favorite spot on the court was the left corner. And I wasn't a three-point guy, I was a mid-range guy. But part of that was when I was growing up, where my grandmother lived, the court I used to shoot on at her house was tilted to the left. And on this side of the court was a creek. So you couldn't shoot on the right side because if you missed, it was going in the creek.
Right.
So I used to always shoot on this side of the court all the time growing up.
That makes so much sense.
So that was my favorite spot when I was playing, was kind of that left. And luckily, Coach Moyer had me running the left wing and left side in transition. So I got a lot of those shots.
Right. Did he know that story, or did he just?
You know what? I don't know if he does or not. But you said that, there's some spots that sometimes there's reasons for that, right?
There is.
You got a basket in your driveway, and
you only have so much room.
Right.
That was my case.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a full driveway.
Right.
I had a concrete slab porch, and so there was no shooting from the right side because you'd be in the grass of your yard.
Exactly.
So it was straight on or slightly like from the free throw line, that whole line area, I'm good right there. But if you ask me to go out to the sides, my depth perception, I'm done.
Right.
Johnson, how about it? Oh.
He actually can really shoot the ball from the perimeter, especially somebody be so big and strong.
But is that becoming just what everybody has to be able to do?
I
like
think
you
so.
feel like when you're growing up, if you can't shoot from long range, even as a big man, you lessen your opportunities moving forward.
Yeah, game has changed so much over the years, and everyone has skilled big guys you can run offense through. Guys who can. That was a good follow. I tell you one thing. That's one thing Alex has done a good job with us this year, rebounding the ball.
Yeah.
But go back to bigs. I mean, everyone wants to run it through their big guys and be able to pass and catch and really, more importantly, shoot the ball.
Right.
Makes it a lot tougher on the defense.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
All guys that can be able to shoot.
Right.
Yeah, you're a threat on the court. Makes it tougher.
It's harder to find that weak spot to expose.
Exactly.
But
and think about some of our bigs over the years who've been able to shoot. Connor Schroeder. That's athletic. That's athletic.
Well, he's muscle through and through, so that makes sense.
That's a funny story with Fitch. Is he transferred to us, redshirted last year at Millersville, and so the going joke is he's going to do a senior day. Coach Steele told him at the beginning of the game today that he said, Alex, we'll be able to do senior day for you in 2026 because next year he'll be a third.
He'll be a third-year freshman.
You think about that.
That is nuts.
A third-year freshman.
That is nuts.
Alex said, yeah, I'll be able to bring my kids will be able to walk out with me.
Oh, my. That's a good response.
Yeah,
I like that.
Great
funny.
response. So that's been kind of our going joke with them really all year is I said, Alex, you're going to be the oldest freshman probably in school history, other than Otis Tucker. Otis Tucker, our second all-time leading scorer here. I was a senior at Roanoke. He was a freshman. But in high school, he was a senior in high school when I was a freshman. He went to the military.
Oh, that's right.
Right out of high school and was a 23-year-old freshman.
It's like every athlete at SVU, Southern Virginia.
Exactly.
Couple misses here for the white squad. Good job by the black team. They got down by double digits. Now it's a three-point game and some free throws for Trey Pittman. It's interesting coaching style going on for Black Squad. Darren Suggs right there on the bench. TC Thacker standing up on the staging, trying to get, I guess, a better view, perhaps. I'm not sure.
I don't know how you're 6'7". You should
Right,
have
you're already
a good view anytime.
That's the right there. That's the Coach Yeager move, standing up on the bench.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
and he's coaching Carter today.
Right,
So get him a little bit of basketball sense and soccer sense. I get that.
Yeah, Yeager's always standing up on the bench.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Yeager's kind of short, so
Yeah.
I won't tell him
No, I don't.
that in person.
Don't tell him I said that. I'll let you claim
Yeah,
that.
I'll claim it.
Maybe
3
the
minutes
most
to go.
Maybe the most passes we've had.
The
in
whole
any
in
possession.
one possession,
That's
yeah.
good.
A rebound, tip, Elkin and Pittman going at it, and it stays here.
Like
with
any
the White
typical
Squad.
all-star game, Joe, this will be crazy competitive probably in the fourth quarter with
Yep.
about 2 minutes to go. Hopefully it'll stay this close. And
Yeah, then it gets
and,
real.
Yeah, then it gets real. Emotions will start going high. And
Big bucket. And Johnson, as you just alluded to, shoot from three. He does and makes it. And back to a 4-point game, make it a 2-point game. Nice from Jordan Parham.
804's finest. As you
Oh,
can,
careful which wall you run into.
I
That
think
Fitch-
Alex was really actually trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
which is- it's funny how sometimes you end up with the foul and you get hurt the most.
Yeah, right.
You don't want to run into Izzy.
That's a good point, too.
You really
They're
don't want
both of those guys.
With a
but-
head of steam, you do not want to run into him.
Yeah. Romeo pulls up, rims out, Fitch with a rebound. No one there to box him out, so easy putback as Fitch is having the best third quarter of the Black Squad. White team still pretty balanced. Lockamy inside, easy finger roll. Someone who's a fantastic leader off the court as well here on campus.
Had an unbelievable couple days. Won several awards on campus in our leadership award ceremony that we have every year. And Izzy racked up on some awards, won 2 individual awards, and he's part of our student diversity liaison group. And that group won a group leadership award. Oh, the first charge attempt today.
Dang.
Would have never thought that we'd see
no,
that either.
me either. Sutton, though, his feet were inside the restricted
Right.
arc, so blocked. But here it is again. Check out the replay. Fitch, oh, we didn't come back to it. Fitch for 2.
And to explain, Joe, too, that for those who follow us, knows that Izzy and Theron and TC are seniors
Right.
this year, but they are deciding to come back
Right, that's the crew, yeah.
next year. So we did not do a senior day for those guys. They opted out to do it next year. So that's why we didn't honor those guys today.
I think there was certainly assumptions about that, but I'm glad you cleared that up
Yep.
just to make sure for people who are watching,
Yep.
which is certainly a good problem to have on your hands, having those guys come back in addition to this very talented young group that we're watching
Yep.
mostly here today.
And we'd love to have everybody back, right?
Right.
But certainly excited about Luke and Joey's future. Excited for them to be alums. And they're the guys that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
See,
Big
you're shooting all
Justin.
those threes. Why don't you get large underneath,
I like
baby?
that.
Yeah, I like that.
Like that a lot. Luke and Joey are 2 guys that are going to be great alums.
Yes.
They're going to be 2 guys that are going to stay involved, not only with our program, but the school. And they're going to be great ambassadors. And I always tell them I need them to be able to write some checks one day, maybe put their names on some buildings at some point.
Yeah. At least maybe a plaque on a bleacher.
Yeah, we could take that too.
Because we got new bleachers coming this summer
We do.
to the gym, which is
Perfect timing. Hopefully we'll get our fans back in
Yeah.
back in the Turner Gymnasium on Wayne Prophet Court and get this thing rocking again.
So 1-point game, 10 seconds left. I do want to come back and talk about the bleachers in the fourth quarter, but until then, we'll see what we get at the end of the third. Parham can't hit from half court, and that will do it. With 1 quarter to play.
There's a team full of clowns.
Yeah.
They are.
92-91. Still got more scoring to come next on LHSN.
A lot of people go to the universities to find something to be a part of while getting their education. And when you come here, Lynchburg is that something, it becomes a family. It's what the school's really good at doing.
At Lynchburg, we don't fear change. We embrace it. In our students, on our campus, in our community, and around the world. We're building on our legacy of always moving forward. It's the same place with a new name. Welcome to the University of Lynchburg.
About to begin the fourth quarter of play in this inter-squad scrimmage, celebrating the seniors of Lynchburg men's basketball. 92-91, white team in the lead with 10 minutes to go. And a quick look at the Lynchburg scoreboard. I wanted to just update you on what else is going on. I told you earlier today about the teams that are in action on campus, with baseball having 2 games, men's tennis celebrating senior day, and men's lacrosse hosting number 18 Colorado College tonight. Quick look on the scores that we have. Coach Jones in baseball leading Guilford 6-0 in the top of the fourth, so a great start for them. Usually it's a slow start and then they have to come back, but hopefully they can hold on to that advantage. No results yet from men's tennis as they begin in 1 minute. Softball's on the road today, and some big ones against Emory and Henry to decide who's going to be the 2 or 3 seed in the upcoming ODAC tournament. And then we've got I thought there was one. Oh, yeah, women's volleyball, final game of the season, regular season, on the road at Washington and Lee at 1 o'clock today. So a lot of ODAC tournament playoff games coming your way this week. Stay glued to lynchburgsports.com for the updated seedings and times of those contests. And anything that's home, with the exception of tennis, will be live streamed on LHSN. So we'll keep you abreast on those situations as well.
Man, what a year for Lynchburg athletics.
Yeah.
I mean, just for us to be able to host, what did we host, 6 championships so far, Joe?
We have hosted 5.
5, okay.
Yep, we've won 4 of those. And kind of, estimating and looking ahead, projecting, we're going to have a couple more, I think, from our spring folks that are winding down the season. We already know we're hosting ODAC Track and Field Championships on next Friday and next Sunday. And we've got an ODAC Women's Lacrosse Tournament game Wednesday. Don't have a time for that yet. We're expecting to have volleyball and softball as well as baseball in the coming weeks as well. And, of course, men's lacrosse, number 5 in the country. They're in line to do some big things in the tournament coming up soon. So we're going to be busy for good reasons moving ahead of the next couple weeks.
Yep. Instead of a great day to be a Hornet, how about a great time to be a Hornet?
Amen to that.
Yep.
I mean, just since January 17th when you guys started, the record is phenomenal in terms of wins and losses, and went 2 weeks without losing a single home match or home game as a whole department, and that's incredible.
And I think certainly a shout out needs to go to administration, athletic training staff.
Yeah.
I mean, Coach Waters, just everybody just giving us the opportunity to play some games and compete this year. There's a lot of schools around the country that did not do that.
Yep.
And us as a staff and athletes are certainly, we certainly feel blessed and grateful for the opportunity for these guys to keep moving. And, man, I think it's showing in how well we're doing too.
No question about that, and the buy-in from the athletes to do whatever it takes to make sure they can still play, testing, and obviously still going to lift and doing everything they can possibly do to make sure that they can continue to do what they love to do. As you take a look at that last play from Carter Saden, as he continues to play pretty well in his debut and his final game as well. Might as well go out with a bang.
Yeah, debut and final game.
Yeah.
Not too many people can do that, right?
No, not on purpose anyway. Timeout was taken by, I believe, the black team. They've got 3 left. Team white does not call a timeout left.
Let's put timeouts in air quotes.
Right.
Yeah, three air quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying we could have more than 3? Okay, I got you.
Yeah, depending on how tired these guys get.
Right.
I warned the officials before that we're probably going to have unlimited timeouts. So
7:05 to go. Black squad up by 2. They've trailed a lot of this game. And as we alluded to previously, both on air and off, we both think that this fourth quarter is going to resemble more of what we expect when we watch a basketball game.
We already have more fouls than we had
Yes.
to start. So that's usually a sign.
Dow Dutton, free throw line.
This is one area that we have really been stressing for Dow because he's such a workhorse for us inside, and you know, being able to get to the free throw line and make free throws is going to be important. And right as I say it, yeah. But you know, it's all mental for him because he's in practice and he makes them. You know, he's always in the gym. He is one of our biggest gym rats.
He is always in here.
And one of the things he spends a lot of time with doing is shooting free throws.
Yep.
And he's always making them. And now just getting that mental piece out of the way so he feels confident when he gets to the line. Because we're going to need him late games to be able to finish off games.
For sure.
Because he's such a good defender and rebounder for us. And a good passer, too. So got to have him in at the end.
2-3 defense for the black squad, and it leaves open Izzy Lockamy for a long distance 3. Haven't heard too much of him on the scoring side since the first half, but he's a guy that will show up big in big moments.
See how the pace has changed?
Oh, yeah.
When it gets
Slow
tight
things
down at the end of the game.
Running plays now.
Yep.
Luke Romeo out of his comfort zone. Pittman with the rebound.
Great
Kick
pass.
to Fitch for 3.
Great pass. Hope we can see that for a long time to come, Joe.
Oh, Lockamy gets Hamer on the fake pass. Can't hit the 3, though.
That was like a goalie outlet pass Carter just did. And the sideways.
He's seen those a few times.
Yeah, seen those.
As a men's soccer player. Romeo took that from Saden, and that's why.
You're saying that was a good choice?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. It's a better choice.
That's basketball IQ, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So after trailing most of the contest, Black Squad is now up by 6, and Miles Taylor will do his part at the free throw line to try and cut into that lead. He missed his 2 attempts earlier. And Saden is teed up. He hard bounced he took the ball, threw it hard off the court. So, I mean, I don't know if we can catch it on this replay. No, we can't see it there. But, I mean, anytime you do that, you're going to get teed up when you slam the ball and it goes high up in the air like that.
I mean, we don't give yellow cards.
No, we don't. No, that's true. We don't.
I'm looking up at Carter's dad in the stands. Like, what? Here we go in another sport, huh? What are we doing?
Yeah, so those of you that don't know, in the ODAC championship game, Saden had a chance to play right away, got a yellow card, and then went down and almost scored on a header, and then was given another yellow card. So he had a red card in his ODAC championship debut, almost had a goal and a red card. So it was a very eventful couple minutes for Carter Saden that day. And he knows this is his final basketball game, so maybe he's trying for the same thing. I don't know. We'll see how lenient these officials are.
Gave him some opportunities.
By the way, the white squad really
three in
bad
a row?
at free throws.
4 in a row.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Had their opportunity right here.
This is,
Joe, we might come back to that spot right there.
Always comes down to free throws,
Yep.
man.
You got a
Always.
possession where you can make 4 free throws. 0 for 4.
Sutton playing all over
And then
Hamer.
would be even worse when Black hits his shot right here.
Oh, you called it.
Basketball is like a movie. Sometimes you already know what the ending, so what the plays are going to happen.
Right, right.
And usually you miss a string of free throws like that, it always comes back to haunt you.
Lockamy did his part to try and get as many points as possible to bring it close again, but a 9-point advantage for the Black team. Fitch can't hit from long distance.
I can tell you one guy in this gym right now that is probably losing his mind, and that's Dylan Hall.
Yes, he does not want to lose this game.
The thing is, we're going to have to hear about this too.
Oh, yes.
For really the rest of his life.
Yep.
He's a self-proclaimed leading scorer of our Alumni Day games. And we don't keep stats, so I'm not sure how he knows that, but he claims he's a all-time leading scorer in Alumni games.
Kevon James doing his part to help out Coach Hall. A 9-point lead is now just 3.
Timeout for Black. Need it.
And Coach Hall is the most excited person as the team comes over too. So just to illustrate your point, he did the whole flex thing in his suit. So good stuff here. Sometimes when you've seen that movie before, like you said, you know.
The other play that usually happens, if you come down and you have a breakaway layup and you miss, that always leads to a layup or an open 3 down here.
Right.
Always happens.
There's quick counter attack. 108-105. We got ourselves a barn burner. 4:23 to go. And what is definitively the final basketball game of 2021 spring season. So these guys are going to give it all they got in the last 5 minutes. Whatever it takes to be the victor, because then they can have bragging rights all summer long and even through the off-season practices, pretty much until you play somebody else. This is going to keep coming up.
Exactly. I even think beyond that.
Probably. Probably. When it's quiet on the bus, I'm like, remember that time y'all missed 4 straight free throws? Right. It'll probably be brought up by Coach Hall, too.
Absolutely.
Coach Romeo. Well, maybe someday. Maybe. Underneath the basket, out to Parham. Tight defense being played, but not on the guy with the great shot. He's got to get a hand out in front of Romeo at least. He'll do that all day. Sutton, great job to keep it in play. James for 3. That's short. And a long outlet pass. Dunton can't connect on the initial attempt. It's Parham cleaning it up. Short on the 3. Team White still has an opportunity, down by 6, 3:30 to go. Don't need a 3. Taylor sails it in.
Certainly athletic, for sure.
For the record, he's hit his last 2 dunks.
He did.
But he did miss his first 2, so he's still your leading missed dunker.
Yeah, still leading. Going away.
Oh, right idea, but not enough oomph on it. Intercepted by James. Lays it in, and a 2-point contest with 3 minutes to go. Black wants to just push as hard as they can as Hamer puts up that shot. The problem is they don't have anybody down there to rebound. Good skip pass. Taylor for 3. And now Team Black wants to settle it a little bit. Hamer dishes the Parham in the corner. Shows shot, now kicks it. Romeo hesitates. 3 on 2. Sutton pulling up.
Got Carmelo Saden out there.
That's great. Carmelo
Saden out
I
here.
like that.
Mello.
I like that.
Melo Saden.
He's putting that on Instagram. Oh,
Joe.
Saden just got thrown out, didn't he? Was it Saden?
Joe, I think I just saw Carter push Landon.
Yeah. Saden's thrown out, and just as he did for the men's soccer game, pointed the scoreboard to those that are talking smack. His team up like he was that day. Wow.
I mean,
how does that happen?
Can we go to the stat book? I mean, he's got to be. Is he the only athlete in school history to be thrown out of a soccer game and a basketball
He's
game?
got to be.
In the same year?
In the same year? Yeah, literally weeks apart.
Wow.
He's got to be. Wow. So early day for Saden. Team White continues to struggle at the free throw line, but Sutton did make one. And time for a drink for Carter.
What a way to go out, though.
I like that. I like that.
What a way to go
Hey,
out.
making memories, baby.
What a way to go out.
That is awesome.
I don't know if Dad's happy, but
Yeah. 1 point contest, 2:10 to go. Major bragging rights on the line. Final game for Hamer and Romeo out there for Team Black. They want to get it done. Romeo can help out his own cause. Not that time. Unfortunate bounce. Rebound comes to Lockamy. James shows three, drives instead, uses the glass for 2 points, and Team White back ahead. Hamer has had a really nice game, but he hasn't been the catalyst that he was in the first half. Now with each
still got time, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Still got time.
Turnover, though, and then another one.
So glad we got real officials here.
Oh, my gosh.
Can you imagine Coach Scott and
no way.
Coach Deal and Russ over here trying to officiate when it's a 112, 111 game?
No, sorry.
I probably would be putting guys on the line and running sprints for arguing calls, but
65 seconds remaining. 1 point
some
game.
Overtime? What about some extra?
I'll take it.
Extra senior day. I know you got some stuff to do today, but
that's all right. That's all right. This has been fun. That work will be there. Oh, Romeo with a big block on the three, and it's a shot clock violation.
Wow.
Luke Romeo playing some tough defense down the stretch.
That'll definitely be a bragging point.
Let's look at it one more time.
That will definitely be a bragging point. Great block. Great block.
No, sir. 112, 111. 40 seconds to go. Dunton gives to Hamer, looking for some help. Finds Fitch, shows his body to shoot a three. Instead pulls in for a higher percentage shot and drops it in for two. Team Black up by one. Sutton wasting no time, looking for contact. Got it, but no call.
Yeah, we're in this game.
Hamer,
finish those.
2-on-1 advantage.
Foul, right?
Yep, Parham.
Got a foul. We got a foul.
Have no choice with 13 seconds. Shot clock was off. And Jordan Parham will go to the free throw line for the first time. The best he can do is make it a three-point contest, so still a chance. Still a chance for Team White after these free throws. It is a 1-and-1. And Team White, everybody has timeouts. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. So
missed how many? 5 free throws?
Yeah.
Crunch time. Here's another one.
Chased down by Sutton. Coach Hall, you're going to use a timeout? No.
Just going to let it ride.
Let it play out.
Down. This is a big one.
James!
The dagger.
Kevon James! With about 4 seconds on the clock. They'll have to put some time back on when that ball went through and when the timeout was called. Check it out again. Kevon James. Big shot, Kevon. Money. 5 seconds was on the clock. 5 seconds was on the clock when the ball went through. I think they're going to put it at 4.5. They're trying to square that away. But how about that finish from Team White after a missed free throw? Did not call a timeout. Played through. And James hits the biggest shot of the day, and there's still time for some late game heroics. But how about the choice? I hate to give him credit, but how about the choice of Coach Hall not calling a timeout? Just let it play.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Joe, man, he's going to clip that, and he's going to put that on social media if he can finish this off.
True.
If he can finish this off, we will hear about this for the rest of his life, our lives.
Wait till you guys are in a big game next year. Like, Coach, don't even call a timeout. It worked for me last year.
No question.
Don't even call a timeout.
I mean, how bad was it when we did our homecoming Midnight Madness instead of having our regular Midnight Madness this year?
Yeah.
We had our shootout.
Oh,
and,
yes.
I mean, how much did
When he hit
talk
that,
about? Yeah, he hit a shot in that, and we're still talking about
right.
that.
Lost the next time, but hit that one. So that's the
you
one.
would never know that talking to him.
All right, here we go. 4.5 seconds. Time put back on the clock. 1:15 to 1:13. The black squad will inbound it from the hash mark, about 28 feet away from the bucket.
We're going NBA style for this one.
They've got time. Got to get it in. Fitch looking for. He finds Romeo. Clock begins. Here's Hamer in the corner on senior day. Had the chance, but in the end, it's Kevon James being the hero for Team White as they win it 115 to 113. That was worth tuning in for. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys.
Well, Coach, I would consider that to be a success. Certainly today, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you for wanting to do this and the guys being willing to do this. I'm glad we got a chance to give them some memories on film and stuff they can take away for a lifetime.
Joe, man, I really appreciate you guys doing this, your entire crew. Mark over there and his crew. Man, we just really thank you guys for coming out on your Sunday afternoon to do this for us. It's a special day for our seniors. And thank you for all you do, not only for today, but throughout the season, your entire crew. Thank you, and this is first class, man, and we appreciate it.
You're so welcome. It's our pleasure, man. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
115 to 113, the final on senior day. We leave you on LHSN looking for more action to come from the basketball court next winter, but instead, in the meantime, we can watch some spring sports. Tonight, men's lacrosse plays number 18 Colorado College at 7 p.m. on Schellenberger Field. We hope you can tune in for that later on today. Also, Lynchburg baseball is on LHSN right now, so why not? It's a lazy Sunday. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy some Lynchburg sports. Until next time, I'm Joe Hutzler, logging off and reminding you it's a great day to be a Hornet, and we are one nation.